Local and live. Covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState.
Well, good afternoon. Dan DeDona here with the Local News 1 weekly report for Hagerstown, Chambersburg, Smithsburg, Fairfield, Waynesboro, and all the communities that make up our local area. We're going to start off, as we usually do, with 5 things to do this weekend. Actually, it's an extended list. It is summer, so everybody is out doing something, so we're going to cover quite a few things today. Starting off with the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. Going to have a meet and greet with supporters during breakfast with the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars from 8 until 11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, July 11th, at Viva's on Potomac at 38 South Potomac Street. This will give you a chance to have breakfast, chat with players, and collect autographs in a casual setting. What they're aiming to do is develop a close relationship with all the fans, so good deal there. Reservations are strongly encouraged, so if you need more information, you can check it out at info@flyingboxcars.com. Second up, bargain hunters and families alike will fill the streets in downtown Greencastle as it hosts its 59th annual Sidewalk Days. This will be a 2-day community celebration featuring shopping, entertainment, and family fun. It's organized by local merchants and community partners. It'll take place on July 10th, today I should say, from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. And again tomorrow, Saturday, July 11th, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And that'll take place, they'll basically take up all the streets leading off from the square in all 4 directions. So the entire downtown area will be covered with this event. There'll be a wide array of vendors, food trucks, and live music, children's activity zone, and sidewalk sales from area businesses. It's all designed to support local commerce while bringing the community closer together. It is free, by the way. You can just wander on down there and enjoy. The Washington County Museum of Fine Arts is going to be hosting Garden Night Les Aus, a Belle Epoque inspired summer garden party celebrating the opening of its Alphonse Mucha, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, exhibition. This is another free event. It'll take place from 5 until 8 p.m. This evening, Friday the 10th. It'll be in the museum's Rose Garden at 401 Museum Drive. It'll feature the live bistro jazz band Les Azus, wine for purchase from Stonehouse Urban Winery, and optional period-inspired attire if you so desire. Guests are invited to bring picnics, blankets, chairs, while you enjoy the gallery access. Fourth up, art and music and handcrafted treasures will fill Caledonia State Park as the Friends of Caledonia State Park host their 43rd annual Arts and Crafts Fair. That will be tomorrow, July 11th, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at 101 Pine Grove Road in Fayetteville. It's a long-time community event. Will feature a wide array of vendors offering pottery, quilts, furniture, fiber art, candles, and a whole lot more. It's organized to support and promote the park. Free admission again. So if you're looking to save some money after the long 4th of July weekend, this is your opportunity this weekend. Lots of places to go. And fifth of our 5 things to do this weekend, Buttonwood Nature Center is hosting a story walk paired with a summer scavenger hunt. The event's going to take place from 1:30 until 2:30 Sunday, July 12th, at the Pine Hill Recreation Area, 12684 Menser Gap Road in Waynesboro. The Buttonwood staff will be leading participants through a reading of Summer Color by Diana Murray, illustrated by Joe Persico, while exploring the outdoors in search of vibrant seasonal hues. It's designed to encourage literacy, outdoor activity, and family engagement. More information is available at buttonwoodnaturecenter.org. We've got quite a few additional activities that are going on. On July 11th through the 18th, food lovers are really going to enjoy the Chamberfest Restaurant Week over in Chambersburg. Restaurant Week is part of the 40th annual Chamber Fest. It's the community's annual summer celebration featuring a full week of participating restaurants, and will feature exclusive specials and signature menu items at all those restaurants. In addition, diners are going to have an opportunity to win daily and an end of the week gift cards, grand prize, by simply dining out and sharing their experience. Take a picture and send it in to the right folks. Daily gift card winners will be announced on their Facebook page throughout the week, and the grand prize will be announced on Monday, July 20th. There's a complete list of participating restaurants and featured specials and additional Restaurant Week information available at chambersburg.org, Chamberfest RW. There are many, many other activities that are included in Chamberfest besides just the Restaurant Week. We have a completely separate article that talks about all of those. Too much to cover in this sitting, but go out and check it out. It was a 5 July article with a complete list. Next up, the Hagerstown Municipal Band is offering a free municipal band concert on Sunday, July 12th at 7 p.m. in the City Park Band Shell. The event is going to feature David Wennard, trombone soloist. Concertgoers are encouraged to bring a chair or a blanket and enjoy a Sunday concert out in the afternoon sun. The Chambersburg Seventh-day Adventist Church will be hosting a free neighborhood block party and international food tasting starting at noon and running until 4 p.m. on Sunday, July 12th at its campus at 678 Warm Spring Road. It's open to the public. It will feature a variety of activities aimed at bringing the community together, food, fellowship. You can sample international cuisine at no cost. Free live entertainment by the Guilford Station Gospel Bluegrass Band. That's a mouthful, but I understand they're pretty good. It also brings games for all ages, along with free water games for children and complimentary snow cones. It's also free of charge. Residents of the Wheaton Park area in Hagerstown are invited to join their neighbors, elected officials, city staff, and representatives of local resources at the first of 5 block parties that are planned for this summer. This event is going to take place from 6 until 8 p.m. on Thursday, July 16th at 449 Sumans, S-U-M-A-N-S Avenue. 4 other events will be planned for later in the summer. So stay tuned to localnews1.org to find out what's going on over there. The weekly Boonesboro Farmers Market will be taking place all summer long on Tuesdays from 4 until 7 p.m. at 421 Potomac Street in Boonesboro. It features 20 or more vendors offering various food items, 3D prints, personal care items, flowers, and baked goods. Check this out every Tuesday for the rest of the summer. And next to the last, a Creative Crafts in Nature activity is going to occur at Happel's Meadow, which is located east of Blue Ridge Summit on Saturday, tomorrow, June 11th at 2 p.m. Children and adults aged 5 through 95 are invited to join Cheryl Deal, an occupational therapy professional and one of the Happel's Meadow Advisory Committee members, to explore the use of natural materials as they create decorative hanging art pieces. So what you'll do is you'll go on a short walk through the trails. You'll have an opportunity to pick up items along the way, leaves and pine cones and rocks and flowers, and then you'll come back at the end of that and participate in learning how to assemble them into hanging art. Again, event is free with no registration. The entrance to the park is located on the south side of Route 16 at the top of the mountain. So you'll be headed west. Most people will probably be headed west on Route 16. From that direction, it'll be on your right-hand side. For map apps, the address is 14356 Buchanan Trail East. And one last item snuck in at the very last minute. Greencastle Mayor Ben Thomas has invited the public to celebrate the Greencastle Antrim baseball team's District 5A championship. That'll be today at 6 p.m. at the Center Square in Greencastle. As you may recall, we reported on this several times. Greencastle did an outstanding job, went all the way and took the championship. That's really something to behold, because there's an awful lot of good ball teams out there. So if you have an opportunity, go on out there and congratulate the boys for a great, well-played season. All right, now moving over to the regular news. Interesting variety. Although it's summer, one of the interesting things that happens in the news business during the summer is, although there are a lot of activities, for whatever reason, a lot of municipal activities tend to take they take a vacation, but they slow down a bit. So we have quite a few still. In Smithsburg, they are looking for $1 million in federal funding for their sewage infrastructure project. They've been after that for a while. If you recall, they initially got some money associated with that, and then had a consultant group come in and say, yeah, that's not even close. So they've been looking to make up the difference, which has been in the neighborhood of $1 to $2 million, if I recall that correctly. At any rate, they're still pursuing that, and they're looking for alternatives. They also rejected a proposal for a special tax district located in the Clover Hill development. Apparently, the developers wanted a break on the properties that were going in there, and they said no to that. In Franklin County, there is a refinancing plan that could save the county $500,000. It was a proposal that was presented by PFM Financial Advisors, and what they were proposing basically was to refinance $25.3 million in bonds that they've already got out. They haven't taken any action on that yet, but refinancing and being able to save $500,000 is nothing to turn your nose up at. So we'll keep an eye on that. In Chambersburg, Habitat for Humanity is working on a project to create a 71-lot Edgeview housing development over in Chambersburg. It's going to take them 10 to 12 months to put in utilities and roads to basically prepare the ground for construction so that you can put in a lot of housing units. And then construction is scheduled to start in 2027. They have a $10 million impact grant from the county that really finances most of this, and they're also looking at additional sources. But these will be the traditional kind of habitat homes. They'll invite a lot of people in, and they'll contribute an awful lot of sweat labor to put up their own homes. In Hagerstown, they are preparing a plan to use a $436 million opioid restitution grant or money. They're still working out the details on this. The funds have to go to opioid prevention, treatment, or recovery. So they're very restrictive in that, and of course this is kind of a one-time kind of a deal. So they're hustling right now to see if they can't put together a proposal and get access to that. Washington County Commissioners are considering data center development. They're also considering more agricultural preservation and an airport taxiway fix out at Hagerstown Airport. After announcing that they were going to be talking about that, they subsequently approved $226 million in community grants, and they reviewed plans for a new airport tower out at the airport. They're also requesting some additional dollars for roads throughout the county. Maryland Department of Agriculture has issued a disaster declaration for 43 areas that were hit by a freeze back on the 21st of April. Plus there have been some continuing drought conditions in the area. So 43 different areas. They applied through the federal government for money. And farmers who are interested in participating in this program should contact their local FSA office for how to apply and how to get involved. In Chambersburg, property owners expressed some concern with the Chambersburg residential rental inspection unit. Apparently the problem here is that one of the services that the city provides is they go out and they inspect rental properties from time to time to see to it that they're being maintained properly. Some of the folks who own those things, and even some of the residents, have come back to them and said, you know, they may be getting just a little picky. It almost feels like they're just desperately looking for something that they can report, not necessarily substantial issues or problems. So there'll be more to come on that. They didn't conclude anything, but they got a lot of comments on it, so they're going to be taking that up. In Washington County, they received over the Department of Homeland Security, I should say, received over 3,000 comments on a proposed detention center. The comment period closed on the 1st of July. Opposition organizers are challenging all of those plans. If you recall, there's also the Attorney General for the state of Maryland has filed some legal issues, and so portions of the work that they want done, that DHS wants done at a warehouse facility just south of Hagerstown, is still allowed to proceed, but some of that is not according to court order. So they're still working their way through that. In the Chambersburg School District, they have adopted a bell-to-bell phone policy for grades 6 through 12. Basically, they're not permitting use of phones during instruction, lunch, or basically any time during the school day. An interesting question there. Sometimes, especially for calculator purposes, a lot of kids use their calculators, so I assume there might be some exceptions to that. I'm speculating wildly here, but for the time being, they don't want any cell phones being used during school hours. In Waynesboro, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation announced that there will be a temporary signal installed out in the vicinity, it's on the northwest part of town, out by 997, where they are installing 2 traffic circles. Apparently they need some additional assistance with traffic out there as they start opening up and finishing off portions of the traffic circles. So keep an eye out for that. Traffic will have a little different look to it as soon as they get that in. In Chambersburg, I did not know about this outfit, but I was told that Coffee Dynamo 7 Brew is opening its very first location in the Chambersburg area on the 14th of July. So keep an eye out for that. Meritus Food Pharmacy has reached their 1,000 referral milestone. Now, I think what these guys do is people who have dietary problems, who need a very specialized diet, this is a place where you can go and get food that is suitable for the conditions that you find yourself living with. So the fact that they've gotten 1,000 referrals would suggest that this is a pretty good program. There's quite a bit of demand for it, so congratulations to Meritus for putting that out. Under police news, we have actually been trying to expand the amount of police and fire and municipal coverage that we provide. So if there's a bit more of it than we've had in the past, bear with us. But there's quite a bit that was reported in the past 2 weeks, actually. In Waynesboro, there was a reported shooting on the 30th of June out in the Zullinger area that drew a very large response. Details are very, very sketchy on that one, but that one was at least the shooting part of it was resolved. More to follow. In Hagerstown, a shooting suspect was arrested, a fellow by the name of Christian Williams. He was arrested for firing at a group of people that he was arguing with. It was back on the 2nd of July. That shooting took place at 51 Murph Avenue in Hagerstown. In Franklin County, a New Jersey man by the name of Dominic Pereira was arrested for exchanging explicit material with a minor. That was one of quite a few charges that were brought against him. In Hagerstown, there was an electric vehicle fire on the 26th of June on Wessel Boulevard that got a prolonged response. As most of you probably know, electric vehicles have a lot of lithium-ion batteries, which can become unstable. And among the things you don't do is you don't throw a lot of water on it. You pretty much, once they start burning, you pretty much have to let them out. So the fire department ended up having to sit out there for quite a few hours while it burned itself out and made quite a mess. So in Greencastle, 4 juveniles are facing charges which sent a 15-year-old to the hospital on 24th of June. Won't provide their names here, but the investigation continues. It's not clear. There was some discussion about what the argument was about, but at some point, these four gentlemen decided they were going to try and take something away from the 15-year-old. They ended up kicking and stomping on him. So, not a good look, folks. I mean, you youngsters, you need to think about that. That's just you're going to get in trouble. There's no doubt about it. You're going to get in trouble over stuff like that, and you're not going to like the consequences potentially for the rest of your life. So knock it off. In Waynesboro, there was a 3-vehicle crash on the 2nd of July at the intersection of Tomstown Road and Menser Gap. A pedestrian was killed, and there were other injuries to those in the vehicles. And in Chambersburg, a gentleman by the name of Brian Marte, M-A-R-T-E, is being held in Franklin County Jail after a 90-mile-per-hour chase, which as you might suspect, led to an assortment of additional charges being filed against him. But he's being held in jail, 90 miles an hour. People can get hurt in that kind of stuff. We had a three-car crash and a pedestrian got killed. You need to think about going that fast on local roads. That's just dumb. Under People News, in Chambersburg, Genevieve Harper has been named director of the Tuscarora Managed Care Alliance. Senator Doug Mastriano provided a bill which he successfully shepherded through the state legislature, recommending that Major Richard D. Winters be awarded the Medal of Honor. The story here was, this is back in World War II. Major Winters was a commander of the 101st Airborne. And he led a charge a bayonet charge with 35 men against 250 SS. They ended up killing or wounding 188 of those 250 SS, and they only lost 1 man in the process. So great story of wartime valor and doing what you need to do. So congratulations, gentlemen. I certainly hope that it gets to the U.S. Congress and the Medal of Honor is awarded, because that's really something. In additional People News, Miss Washington County, Gianna Romero, was named Miss Maryland recently. And that'll pretty much wrap up the local news. There's a lot more in localnews1.org. We've got a tremendous amount of sports that we weren't able to get to today. Entertainment, there's a lot of theater activity. There's a show beginning tonight, The Odd Couple, out at Totem Pole Theater. There's an awful lot of theatrical activity, sports activity, and other activities throughout the region. Take a look at localnews1.org and see if you can find some of that. We've also got obituaries. We've got crossword puzzles. We are about to add property transfers for both Washington County and Franklin County. So if you're interested, and there's a lot of people who are like to follow what's happening, who's selling what kinds of properties and for what kind of prices, you'll be able to follow that. And we have a very extensive inquiry system that supports that. So you can pick times and dates and values and types of transfers, and over time that will become a rather large database. We'll hope you get some good use out of it. We're very proud to be the news source for Verstandig Media. You can see all the local news at localnews1.org. It's all local, no national. And although we are online, we are not social media. You can count on what we put out there as having been vetted, accurate, and we try to get to you as quickly as we possibly can. And with that, we'll leave you with the thought of the day, a love story actually, about a man whose lady was only a whiskey maker, but he loved her still. Bada bing. Have a great week.
TriState.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk Tri-State, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.